Tying together the discussion on property tax prorations and assessment classifications, it is essential to understand an increasingly common component of Arizona property taxation known as Community Facility Districts, CFDs. A CFD is a special taxing district established under ARS Title 48, Chapter 4, Article 6, designed to fund infrastructure improvements within a specific community, such as roads, water systems, sewer lines, and parks. These districts play a vital role in financing development in growing municipalities, especially in suburban and master-planned areas across Maricopa, Pinal, and Pima counties. From a real estate perspective, CFDs are important because they directly affect property taxes, ownership costs, and disclosure obligations. When a property lies within a CFD, owners are required to pay additional assessments beyond standard property taxes. These assessments help the municipality or county repay bonds issued to finance public infrastructure improvements that benefit the properties within the district. The additional cost is typically reflected as a line item on a homeowner's annual property tax bill and can last for decades until the bond is repaid in full. For example, imagine a new subdivision in Queen Creek, where the developer works with the town to establish a CFD to fund water, sewer, and roadway improvements before homes are sold. The developer issues municipal bonds through the CFD, and future homeowners within the district repay those bonds through annual property tax assessments. Each homeowner's share of the CFD tax depends on the size of the parcel, its location within the district, and the assessed value determined by the county assessor. Under ARS, paragraph 48.701 through paragraph 48.729, the governing body of a municipality may form a CFD upon petition from property owners or developers. Once formed, the CFD operates as a political subdivision with the authority to levy taxes, issue bonds, and collect fees. Licensees representing buyers in new developments must understand how CFDs operate to ensure their clients are fully aware of the financial obligations associated with purchasing in such districts. Failure to disclose CFD assessments or related fees could constitute a violation, which requires licensees to communicate all material facts accurately and in writing. Disclosure is key. The Arizona Department of Real Estate, ADRA, requires that any property located within a CFD be clearly disclosed to potential buyers. Typically, this disclosure is provided in the public report, Subdivision Disclosure Report, issued by the developer under ARS, paragraph 32-183. The report outlines the existence of any special taxing districts, estimated annual assessments, and the duration of the tax obligation. Buyers must acknowledge receipt of this disclosure before completing their purchase, ensuring they are aware that taxes may be higher than in comparable neighborhoods outside the district. Licensees must also be able to explain how CFDs differ from homeowners associations, HOAs. While HOAs collect dues for private amenities and maintenance of common areas, CFDs are public entities that fund government-backed infrastructure projects. Their assessments appear on property tax bills and are subject to state taxation laws, not private contract enforcement. For instance, an HOA may maintain a neighborhood pool or landscaping, whereas a CFD funds roads, water mains, and public parks. CFDs often influence property valuation and marketability. Buyers may perceive higher taxes as a disadvantage, but others view CFDs positively because they often indicate new, high-quality infrastructure in growing communities. Therefore, agents must be transparent about both the costs and the benefits. Review summary. Community Facility Districts, CFDs, are special taxing districts established under Arizona law to fund infrastructure within new developments. They levy additional assessments on properties within the district to repay bonds used to finance public improvements. These assessments are material facts that must be disclosed to buyers, usually through the subdivision's public report. Understanding how CFDs work helps real estate professionals accurately explain tax obligations, financing implications, and long-term ownership costs to their clients. Discussion prompts. How do CFDs differ from HOAs in Arizona? Answer. CFDs are government-created taxing districts that fund public infrastructure, while HOAs are private associations that manage and maintain common areas. Why must licensees disclose the existence of CFDs to buyers? Answer. Because they materially affect ownership costs and are required disclosures under ARS. Paragraph 32-183 and AAC R428-1101H. What happens when a CFD bond is fully repaid? Answer. The special assessments end, and the additional tax obligation is removed from future property tax bills. Closing remarks. Understanding CFDs reflects a licensee's mastery of local taxation nuances and their ability to act with reasonable skill and care. These districts play an important role in Arizona's continued growth, funding essential infrastructure that supports new communities. By properly disclosing and explaining CFD obligations, agents help clients make informed decisions about total ownership costs while maintaining compliance with statutory disclosure duties.